King Kong never had a chance against Godzilla. I'm sure most of us here know of King Kong and Godzilla, two characters who are so imbued in their rivalry that it is honestly rare to find any discussion where both are not mentioned together. For decades, it has been debated about who would win between these two monsters, but one point actually stands above the rest, that being that Godzilla would win almost every single time with barely any difficulty. My three reasons for this are as follows. My first reason is that there's just a major difference in their stats and abilities. My second reason is that King Kong is consistently blessed with plot armor by the writers and creators of the films. And my third reason is that fans of King Kong tend to defend the ape far too often in debate. Now, Godzilla defeating King Kong should be clear. I mean, just look at them. One's a giant monkey. Meanwhile, the other one is an actual walking power plant. But I digress. To actually take a look at why Kong is so easily defeated by Godzilla, we must first take a look at separate aspects of their battles, such as their stats and abilities. King Kong hails from the mysterious Skull Island, in which there are various viciously dangerous species of creatures that consistently give Kong a run for his money. Now, once Kong's captured and taken back to New York, he destroys a few small buildings before climbing up the Empire State Building and getting mid-diffed by planes. Now, this would be impressive and all if he were fighting, say, a boxer, but against Godzilla, it's futile. Now, speaking of Godzilla, he was originally a creature mutated by radioactive conducted bomb tests in Japan. Now, once Godzilla is reborn, however, the creature makes its way to the mainland of Japan and causes almost irreparable damage to Japan. So much so that the military's strongest weapons have no effect on Godzilla, leading to the military having to create the oxygen destroyer, which not only that, but they have to sneak up on Godzilla while he's in the ocean, and even then, once they finally use it, it takes over 3 minutes to actually kill Godzilla. I would like you all to remember this, along with the fact that Godzilla is consistently shown to be much larger than King Kong and has an actual radiation beam that he fires from his mouth hole. Anyways, in the films, King Kong is consistently given plot armor by the writers, and I will expose this with my examples of this being shown, such as in the original King Kong vs. Godzilla, which was released in 1962. Now, this film shows the battle between both beasts on Mount Fuji, but King Kong gets knocked unconscious and laid out in a giant pile of boulders like a bum. Anyways, a bolt of lightning conveniently comes down from the sky the exact moment he needs it, not only rejuvenating King Kong, but giving him lightning powers? Okay, bud, I see what's going on here. Sure, it's not as bad the next time we see them, but there's certainly room for it to get worse, such as in 2021's film, Godzilla vs. Kong. Now, truthfully, this film shows Godzilla barely trying against Kong for almost all of their fights, until Kong lands a lucky blow with his axe. Not to mention that this axe is actually made out of an ancient Godzilla spike. Due to these reasons, I believe that the writers and or creators of these films know that King Kong does not actually have all that and cannot beat Godzilla without these buffs. Due to these reasons, fans of King Kong have come under the assumption that the ape could actually rival and even defeat Godzilla. This is not the case, however, due to most fans not researching the actual topic they are discussing or looking into certain aspects, such as the canonical comic, Godzilla Awakening, in which a younger, weaker Godzilla proceeds to no-diff the meteorite that caused the extinction of the dinosaurs in the Cretaceous period. But, however, Kong fans, in their active ignorance, choose to bring up the point of Kong killing Mechagodzilla. However, there are just a few key problems with this topic of debate, such as, A, Godzilla was already distracting Mechagodzilla when Kong even showed up. B, Mechagodzilla was short-circuiting due to human shenanigans. And C, The only reason Kong was even able to chop through Mechagodzilla so easily was because Godzilla powered up his axe. As you, the intelligent individuals that you are, can clearly tell, Kong, in fact, does not have what it takes to actually defeat Godzilla in any form of combat. And any time that he does is due to plot inconveniences, plot armor, or fan headcanons saying that Kong could simply outthink Godzilla. Thank you for listening.